The moment of truth, Tom.
What's going on? It's the Crazy Asian Guy. I'm not actually crazy, but I am Asian. And today we're going to be watching my trip to Argentina. I went there last month. In this video, we're going to be going through what to do, my experience, and I'm going to be giving you some tips. So if you're planning a trip to Argentina, watch the video and hopefully you get something out of it. I landed in Buenos Aires. I recommend staying in the suburb of Palermo. It's very tourist friendly. Try not to spend too much money getting to the hotel. I'll explain why later. Alright, we're just chilling over here. And I swear that dead bird wasn't here when I got here. It just somehow died. Okay, I think people don't realize it. Alright, so one thing you gotta look out for is the poop. Alright, it's everywhere. Or should I say the number 2 thing you should look out for is the poop. Alright, you can't escape it. It's like, it's freaking everywhere. Okay, you can't escape it. I even made a little game out of it. You gotta jump over the poop like Super Mario. Alright, check it out.
Yeah.
So Argentina is going through a bit of an economic crisis right now, so listen up because this is going to save you half your money, okay? They've got this thing called an official exchange rate and an unofficial exchange rate. The official exchange rate is what you're going to be getting at banks or if you pay with your card, okay? When I went in August 2022, the official exchange rate of $1 was around 130 pesos, right? But the unofficial rate is what you can get at a Western Union or at a street vendor. You bring cash to the street vendor or Western Union and $1 would get you upwards of 300 pesos, right? So when I first came to Buenos Aires and I was going to these restaurants, I was like, what the hell? This is expensive. Like, it's the same price back home. But then when I found out about the unofficial rate and went and got like 300 for the $1, it became like a joke. Everything was just extremely cheap. So make sure you bring a lot of cash with you, or I'll explain the Western Union situation after. The 1,000 peso bill is the largest note they have and it's worth around $3. So these 100 peso bills are only worth around 30 cents each. I didn't bring a lot of cash, so what I had to do was constantly go to Western Union and send money to myself. But don't send too much because a lot of the time Western Union will be out of cash. Try to aim for about 60,000 pesos maximum. This place is called La Boca. It's like a colorful area of the city. Reminds me of Comuna 13 in Medellin. Let's get out of the city and into the nature. You cannot miss coming here. Iguazu Falls. Book yourself a flight and stay for 3 to 4 days. And make sure to bring a lot of sunscreen, even if you're not Asian. Seriously, it's winter and the sun here is like the Death Star.
Well, you're certainly doing your job today, Mr. Sun. Oh, rats.
The waterfall is right on the border between Argentina and Brazil. On the Argentinian side, you get up close right above the main drop. To get there, you'll need to take a train. There's a lot of wildlife on the way. And when you get there, this is what you'll see. And also a lot of this as well, freaking people everywhere ruining my Instagram photos. But seriously, it's one of those places where you shouldn't try so hard to get that perfect photo. Just enjoy the moment. You can also do a day trip to the Brazilian side. I would say it's just as good, but I noticed you see a lot more rainbows, which is a lot better than seeing the dog poop in the city. Argentina has some of the best meats in the world, so if you love meat lovers pizzas, you're gonna have a good time here. This restaurant is called Fogon. It's $60 and it's usually booked out, so I got super lucky that someone cancelled. So here I am.
The moment of truth, Tom. Well, the small part is the eyebrow. This part that Sam smoked before, you remember, with the pine cup. And this part is the ribeye, the big part.
Now we're off to El Calafate, which is the southern point of Argentina. And because I'm alone, this is my camera setup. I put this rock on my bag and my phone on the behind the rock to time a 10-second picture for myself. Yeah, let's keep going up that hill and we'll see what happens. The thing about Patagonia is that the weather is very unpredictable, so you should stay a little longer just so you can do activities on a good day. I went to a place called El Chaltén. Now, this place is where you can see a mountain called Fitzroy. Unfortunately, the first day I was there, it was really rainy. The park rangers even closed the hiking trail to Fitzroy because it was extremely icy, but I went in anyway. I didn't have proper hiking boots. I went in with city shoes. The snow was really deep, so every single time I took a step, the snow would fall on my shoes. I slipped over many times. My feet were freezing, so if you don't have proper gear,
you're gonna have a bad time.
Alright, there's plenty of shops you can rent the gear or buy it, so just make sure to be prepared. In El Calafate, the main attractions for winter are the glaciers. You can do a cruise to see a lot of the glaciers, but what I did was mini trekking, where you can walk on them. This is the Perito Moreno Glacier. It's one of the only glaciers in the world that are actually growing in size. Now watch me sink this three-pointer.
They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang!
Yep, that happened. That totally happened. Look at these buildings. It looks like a European city. When you get to the main streets of the city, the people all look the same. They all look like European Italians, but the buildings are just very inconsistent. You'll have an Italian style building next to like a brutalist style building, and then there are even Soviet looking buildings. But overall, I'd say it feels mostly like a European city. So that pretty much sums up the trip. There are some other places I heard are really nice, such as Salta or Mendoza. I didn't get to go there. I heard they're really good if you like wine. But if you like the video, support the Crazy Asian, maybe give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, write in the comment section where you want to see me go next, and maybe I'll go there, do a review. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll catch you all next time. What?